And our story also comes from Nigeria. The country has an annual deforestation rate of about 3.5%, which on paper doesn't sound like much, but it translates to 400,000 hectares of land cleared of forest cover every year. Now, many of these trees are used for domestic purposes, cooking in particular, but it also means that you have thousands of Nigerians every year who die because of the health risks imposed by the use of biomass as fuel. But one environmental startup is coming up with an alternative. It's converting underutilized agricultural waste into more eco-friendly fuels for cooking. Deji Badmus is that story on Grassroots.
In many rural communities in northern Nigeria with little or no access to steady power supply, the most affordable method of cooking is with firewood or charcoal, despite its huge health implications. But these engineering students and founders of the social enterprise Brycoal have discovered another way that's safer for both humans and the environment. The solution they're offering is this charcoal cube processed from mainly crop waste like dried sticks of grains, maize cobs, rice husk, and sugarcane waste generated from farms in rural communities. They say with this, people no longer have to cut down trees for cooking purposes, and the death toll from the use of firewood can drastically come down.
80% of Nigeria's population depend on firewood or charcoal to cook. This is leading to deforestation, which is also leading to desertification. A lot of crop cycles now is been affected because of people can't predict rainfalls, and all this is climate change. So because of that, we felt we have to come up with a product or with a technology that will be able to bring a solution and bring an end to this issue.
Under normal circumstances, these crop residues would have been burnt, but to avoid the air pollution that it may cause, Brycoal gathers the waste at their collection hub and converts them into clean cooking fuel. It is processed into carbon, after which the charcoal dust is mixed with a binding agent and then transferred to a solar-powered charcoal briquette machine, where they are compressed into cubes, sun-dried and packed into boxes, ready for distribution.
We came up with a reliable and sustainable substitute that will hopefully bring an end to firewood and charcoal use in northern Nigeria. Our goal was to create a substitute to charcoal that does not change the current cooking practices of the rural and even urban communities. We didn't want any form of, we didn't want it to be alien in any form. We wanted it to be similar to exactly the same way they use charcoal, but still create a product that will not be as harmful as charcoal, but still be able to make the impact we're hoping to make.
Suleiman and his colleagues are basically making use of the local resources they have to transform their communities, and they have identified about 10 states with potentials where youths can be empowered with this innovation.
Where unemployed youths are in Nigeria is in the rural farming communities, and these rural farming communities have abundant crop waste which can be utilized for charcoal briquette production. Looking at the solar penetration of northern Nigeria, it basically just clicked for us, and having an engineering background, we felt that this is the best way to create a technology that will be able to fit with the rural communities. By making it solar powered, they don't need to get electricity, they don't need to buy petrol, they just have to use it, charge the batteries, and it's all good.
For many rural dwellers, Brycoal in a box is an essential commodity that has come to stay. Although these young men still rely on financial support from their university, friends and family, they still nurse the dream of becoming the foremost suppliers of clean cooking charcoal in not just Nigeria, but on the African continent. Deji Badmus, CGTN, Kano, Nigeria.